Hey, it's Eric here at Peachtree Classic Car, and I am both super excited and a little sad about having acquired this vehicle. It's a 1961 Chrysler 300G, and it's got the 413 cross ram engine in it. Super desirable. I'm excited that I own it. I'm sad because I originally bought it with the intention of finishing off the restoration, and now I have it up on the trailer because I'm selling it and just don't have time. We just finished up a 1966 Mustang Fastback, and we're just moving on to some other projects. And I'm sad, I guess partly because honestly there's a ton of money to be made in this car. It's the story on it is a guy in South Carolina that I got it from started the restoration on it in 2010. And they blasted it down to bare metal. They put new floor pans in it. The body on this car is arrow straight, and the paint still, when it was painted, I'm going to say it had probably like a show quality paint job done to it. Now, because it's 8 years later, it's starting to show some of its age. Still a very beautiful paint job. This is a very beautiful driver. I mean, not even a 20-footer, maybe a 10-footer, maybe a 5-footer. I mean, you get right up on this car and don't see a whole lot of flaws on it. All the glass is in great shape. So anyways, he called me and said, hey, look, I can't finish it up. Do you want to do it? And I said, absolutely. We took the car in, and really mostly what it needs is a new interior. The interior, all the parts are there for the interior. The seats are there, and even the trunk is loaded with tons of stuff. All the parts for the dash and the air conditioning are there. Back seats there, center console. Center consoles here. Power windows are still hooked up and working. You can turn it on. You can hear the fuel pump turn on. And let's see, like, there you go. You see the windows going up and down. Things like that. Engine fires right up. This is what I spent my money on. We took it to the shop, pulled the tank out, drained all the old gas, gave it a thorough tune-up, cleaned the carburetors, and I'm opening this with one hand. I think I am. There we go. All original. This is the original engine, original transmission. You can see, like I said, I mean, this was a frame off restoration that was being done. All the paint under the hood was beautiful. Go ahead and shut it back off. Let's see if you can hear the exhaust. It sounds nice. I mean, man, I wish I could take this thing for a drive when it was, especially when it was in its prime, or after the restoration's complete and it's in its prime again. Some things there, like brand new door panels. All the brand new door panels are here. Those are the two front ones, I believe the two rear. The trunk is packed with extra parts. And man, I've seen these cars go once they're fully restored, even just nice driver quality. I mean, these things are bringing big bucks. So here's your other door panels here. Brand new door panels for the rear, brand new door panels for the front. Push button. Here's another defrost, air conditioning, and then a newer pieces. I mean, boxes full of parts. Rear console there, right there, it says rear console. I mean, the guy, took newspaper and wrapped all this stuff. I was trying to see if maybe I could see on it says AJC on it. I was gonna see if I could see what the date was on the newspaper. Monday, February 9th, 2004. Okay, so that's the, when some of these parts were wrapped up. Lots of extra trim pieces. Every single trim piece is here for the interior. Check out this paint job. I mean, like I said, they did a gorgeous job painting the car. He said that they rebuilt the engine. Right now, the reason why I'm not taking it for a drive, and if you know my videos, I usually pull the car off the, I don't even have a car on a trailer. I usually pull it out and drive it. I had it at a shop where the guys were getting the car running. They took it up and down the street a couple times, said, Eric, the car runs good, the brakes work good, it's ready to go. I went to pick it up and it got stuck in first gear, and I think it's just the push button. I talked to a transmission shop, let them know what was happening. We jacked the car up. We went through and pushed the buttons and didn't see the linkage moving. So we don't think that the transmission needs to be repaired. We don't think it's inside the transmission. In other words, we don't believe that transmission needs to be rebuilt, is the thing to say. But what we need to do is troubleshoot the shifter, because it's the old push button shifter. So I am going to take the car back over to the mechanic shop and let them mess with that. I'm hoping that it's probably just a simple linkage issue, maybe a vacuum issue. And probably, I can't imagine that being an expensive fix. I think the most expensive thing you'd have to do is pull the transmission and rebuild it. Even that's $1,200-$1,500. So that's not the end of the world. Really beautiful lines on this. This is the last year. 61's the last year of the fins. Glass is in great shape. I wanted to try to get up here and, I mean, this is a nice car. Windshield wipers work, the lights work when you turn the lights on. And what I really was tempted to do was get it running and then take it over to the upholstery shop, leave it there, and then probably take them 6 weeks to get done with it. But then have a really sharp car. The only thing that trim wise is the front bumper has got some pitting on it. And if you get, it looks like some of this would polish off. There's a couple of stuff where we get really close, you can see. So maybe if you needed it to be perfect, you'd want to re-chrome the front bumper. The rest of the chrome on the car, I believe that the previous owner told me that they had re-chromed most of this chrome, if not all of it, or put new bumpers on it. Because the trim going down, the doors look really nice, handles. The trim going down the side is in excellent condition. No dents or weird, dings or anything. These appear to be in what I would say are very good original condition. The fin lights, very good original condition. Rear bumper in very, very good condition. The rear emblem here, maybe even new, maybe, I don't know, or very good original condition. Actually, now that I look at it on the sides, I can see that's probably a very good original condition. Real quick, I didn't want to forget to point out that underneath the car, floor pans had been replaced. There is no rust on this car anywhere that I saw. These rockers are in immaculate condition. I'm trying to let the camera adjust to the lighting there. Problem is the sun's shining on the other side. Look at these rockers. Solid, all floor pans. And you can see from inside, when you open up, these floors have all been done. See if I can try and get it to, you can see that the floors were done. You can see where they connect to the, after it was painted, they put the floors back in like this. The carpet goes all over that, and then the finished trim pieces that go around this. So weather stripping was replaced after they painted it. I mean, this guy was meticulous, writing down what everything was. Dash pad actually looks like it's in really good shape. Looks like it just be reconditioned. The dash looks like it was also painted, and it looks very nice. So a couple $1,000s at the upholstery shop. You've already got the door panels, which is great. And of course, in these door panels also, they already have the handles here for opening and closing the doors. More spare parts on the inside. So anyways, that's part of the reason why I thought, well, hey, finding one of these with all the parts. I mean, these hubcaps are in awesome condition. Tires like brand new. Real quick, get under here. Like I said, I think this is the only spot now that I'm looking at. I'd forgotten when I got back here, I saw a spot of rust right here. and a couple of little tiny pittings there. If you can see the little tiny holes, those look like the only spots that maybe didn't get caught for whatever reason when they were doing the restoration. But look underneath here. I mean, this car is so solid. And then looking at the values, looking at comparables, trying to find comparables is hard. There's not a lot of these cars out there. I was reading an article yesterday that said there's only just a few hundred of these left. They didn't make a lot of them in the first place, and there's only a few hundred of them left known in the world, making them a super desirable. I know the last one that we saw run through on eBay back in October was, I would say, in similar condition to this car. The guy's, description was, pouring gas down the carburetors, the engine seems to run okay, and the car sold for $31,000. This is a car sitting in the garage. Of course, we're seeing the Barrett Jackson cars fully restored in pristine condition going over $100,000. So of course the temptation was to take it to the upholstery shop and finish it up, but I just don't have time. This is going to be a really great car for somebody who's got the time and the shop space to say, I'm just going to go through this thing. Maybe somebody who's retired and can really appreciate these old fins, and maybe a younger guy doing this project with his dad. I don't know. I wish we could do it. I'm a little bit sad to be putting it up for sale. I'm not making a killing on it. I think we could make a killing on it if we finish it off, but anyways, I'm repeating myself. Really cool car. Clean title, South Carolina title in hand. It does have a title. It's not just a bill of sale from Georgia. And we have the body tag, VIN plates on where it's supposed to be. PeachTreeClassicCars.com. Somebody's gonna really be getting a real rare gem here with this Chrysler 300G.